But, I mean, he's got 3cc, and that is just really, really nice. If it was 2cc and he lost that number of workers, no way he'd be able to come back in terms of economy. But with 3cc, there is, of course, a glint of hope. And look at that, the blue flame doing absolutely devastating damage. But, of course, you need to micro your Hellions, Shodan, otherwise you'll get fucked in the arse. Be very careful, and now he's finally going for that repair. More Hellions in production. We also have, I would have wanted to see like tanks, mines, anything, not just Hellions, because we have the Spire transition here coming out of LUPPA. Now, by the way, we have double Banshee wreaking havoc in the natural layer of LUPPA, and they've already got 17 kills each, dealing with that Spore Crawler, now killing more of those Lings. He can actually just move to the side and snipe the Spire. If he gets that Spire, that's going to be absolutely massive in this game. This is like what LUPPA wants to do. He wanted to buy time with his Lings in order to get that Spire up and start flooding Mutalisks. But I don't know if he'll be able to. If the Spire gets taken out, Shodan though needs to be so careful. The Spore has burrowed again, but there is an Overseer here, but nothing to actually shoot up. The Spire goes down before only two Mutas is everything that LUPPA can squeeze out before that building goes down. And that is absolutely devastating. Now look at this, Shodan, even with these blue flame Hellions pushing the front, this spine is going to be, of course, very vital in order to make the hold. But that is getting focused down by these Hellions and Banshees. Only Lings to fight blue flame Hellions. That is never a fight you want to be taking as Zerg. And now Shodan is pushing on forward. He does also have that armory ready, so you can actually morph these into Hellbats at his leisure, but needs to be so careful to not let those Banes connect. And he's pulling back now. A lot of damage has been done. There's no really like a real answer to these Mutalisks at this point. So he'll have to pull out for now, even though they're just very few, so they can't really do any real significant damage. But I mean, meanwhile, in Terranland, Shodan now adding in more mech units. He's got the Thor in production, he's got the upgrades. 1-1 just finished. LUPPA getting that fourth, but no upgrades. And, you know, mech just scales so fucking well with upgrades. Even being a bit sloppy here, not getting these guys to mine, that's not too good. Looking at the worker count, we have 50 drones to 47 SCVs, so even after these tremendous losses, Shodan still fairly even in terms of economy. Banshee once again going to work here on the drones in the main base, getting a total of 4 kills. You can actually start focusing down these Banes. I mean, it's always nice to get those free gas units. And look at this, Shodan is now bringing home his Hellions. He's going to repair those guys, and he's making more Thors and Vikings. LUPPA though is, let's see, does he have the Roach Warren? Does he have anything? No. Actually, he hasn't built anything. He's just like focusing on drones, and you need to make some sort of transition. Now he's getting 1-1 with that range. That's the ranged attack and the carry pace upgrade for his ground army. So we should be seeing roaches soon. I mean, if LUPPA doesn't go roaches, that's just gonna be fucking dumb, man. Because I mean, you need roaches. You need something to deal with the mech army. Lings and Mutalisks just don't cut it. After a big trade-off, like let's say you kill a huge section of tanks and Thors and mines. If the Terran is building that with your Roach Hydra army, you can go for a big Muta transition if you have a good economy and you're keeping the Terran back. That's when you can make a transition. But you don't want to overcommit the Mutalisks because Thors and just like Thors and Vikings will absolutely wreck you, so you need to be very careful with that. Of course, I do think that my good friend Alexander Lind might be sitting here judging me for any sort of miscalls I make in the TBZ matchup, so please do let me know if something I'm saying is completely bonkers. Now LUPPA is going to be starting to go to work on these rocks, trying to sort of establish his fourth base. It is ready, and he's now gone up to 36 drones. This is very healthy work count. Got the infestation pit out, and is this actually going to be swarm hosts that is going to be his answer to try to deal with this mech? I think Shodan had an absolutely outstanding window, a time window, where he could have just gone for the throat and ended the game, but no, we're going to be having a fairly long game on our hands, boys. So get comfortable, chuck out those Marlboro Reds, get a fucking shot of whiskey, because shit is about to go down. Hold on, let me just check. There we go. Okay, anyway, so I was all tapped there for a second. Once free swarm host does go down in the center of things, that is of course nothing you want to be giving away. Only a total of 5, a few more streaking in it, but 7 swarm hosts are not gonna deal with this number of blue flame hellbats. So making their way across the map, Banshee support, no Banshees actually, I was lying there. Trying to split up these hellbats so that to not take too much damage from those Banelings, doing a really nice job there. Shodan pushing on forward, more Thors streaming in, Lings, Banes, a few swarm hosts. I don't know if this is going to be enough to deal with this mech army. Every single Ling and Baneling has gone down, and Shodan is pushing on forward. Their one forward scan should be going on, and there we go. forcing the Umbaro on these swarms. Look at how much damage these Hellbats deal with. 2-2 upgrades versus only 1-1 over the Zerg. And now he did not break the rocks. These swarmers are trapped. They cannot get out. And look at this, they're already starting to fall. Even the Vikings have landed at this point. We also have a bunch of SCVs in the fray to help with combat repairs for this. The Medivacs as well, healing those Hellbats. Now the Locusts, of course, they do very nice damage, but it's not going to be enough, and LUPPA is forced to tap out of game number 1. And Disco Daddy takes the first map, which is Deadwing, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. So, first map, that was on Deadwing. Shodan took that map with a very decisive mech push. Second map is going to be Catalina. So I'm going to host that. So, first map, that was on Deadwing. Shodan. There we go. Okay. Zaveg, you are here?
One sec. But I think I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very clearly.
Well, that is very good.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you one of my very best friends and my very loved colleague and co-caster, Alexander Zaveg Lind, who is a writer on TL and Esports. No, not Esports 7, but a writer on TL and a Zerg analyst. He is absolutely fantastic at what he does. A very hard-working caster and, of course, observer. He is the official observer for DreamHack, which is pretty fucking hype. And we, if you've been checking us out on Esports 7, we've been casting via ESH, the Kung Fu Cup, and we've been casting GPL, which is like the WCS of China. So yeah, and you are here, and you are also here to observe. Do you have all the hotkeys set and ready?
Yeah, just about. The one thing is that I'm gonna actually try out something I haven't done too much before because it's actually pretty goddamn awesome. But you know what? Fuck it. It'll work.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here.
Also, by the way, do you have that annoying mod you still have from Digmouse?
Yes, I still have it.
Oh fuck! Yeah, I hate that as well.
Can I remove it? Is there any way to remove it?
Yeah, you could just pull it away from your files and then pull it back in.
Oh fuck. Okay, whatever.
You can. Yeah, don't do that shit.
I'm too lazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to think here. What I'm gonna do? Like, what's a good solution? Give me a second, boys. We do have. What the fuck is this?
The fuck is what? Oh, by the way, you don't even have an interface. I'm really disappointed in you, man.
I'm not running a fucking interface.
No, man. The thing is, by the way, if you, like from now on, you'll be the one who's streaming for us. So
yes, I'm gonna.
I mean, no interface, trash, observing.
No,
we have a lot to talk about.
I'm gonna fix that.
We have a lot to talk about, man. This is pretty trash, you know.
Yeah, we have a lot to talk about. Okay, so Disco Daddy is ready. LUPPA is ready. And my other co-caster from Ireland, also one of my very best friends, Matthew Robert Spook, he did not have a sufficient microphone, which is extremely depressing, because I would really love to cast with him.
Yeah, well, actually, since you're, in Ireland and everything, or not rather, you're not in Ireland, but you're in AISC, so I'm gonna just let you solo cast because it's fucking hilarious to hear you solo cast and just struggle. So,
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be, observing and then just sometimes point out how bad you are.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good.
Okay, so mute your microphone, you piece of trash.
Where's my fucking whiskey? I don't know.
Shut the fuck up, you're 12, you can't drink. Alright, so anyway, there we go, the Observer is gone. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely amazing. You'll love this, I love it. His observing is beautiful. And, not to get mixed up though, because Rotterdam is third best observer in the world. So don't mix those two up. Anyway, spawning, bottom right here, on Catalina. It is his pick, representing McDonald's. He is LUPPA. And his opponent, the man of disco, the raperer, he is the Red Terran, UVF's Disco Daddy. And of course, he is a very well-known figure within the UVF and the IRA, and all of Ireland. He is always ready for peace and prepared for war. The question is LUPPA ready for war? Because we all know he's prepared for peace. Disco Daddy taking that very first game on Deadwing. Managing to run his opponent over, even though he's suffered tremendous amounts of damage from the trademark LUPPA Link Flood. Not to be confused up with the Life Link Flood, because they are very different. Let's just... oh, chat. I love all of you boys. Just having myself a drink there. Oh man, that's really funny. But anyway, so to talk about these two guys. Now, LUPPA is actually the most extravagant Zerg player in all of Ireland, and this is fact. You cannot argue with this. A very fabulous young man. Did actually end up the victor of Winterland, so congratulations to him. Of course, this is a bit late. I have already personally congratulated him, but he is now bathing in esports money together with Richard Lewis and Mike Morheim up in Belfast, so you could go and visit him there. However, UVF Disco Daddy, he has not laid on the low. He's been recruiting in the suburbs. He's got the boys getting ready. The balaclavas and batons are oiled up. And we're going to be seeing here Disco Daddy going for that Reaper Expand for now. Could transition into an 11-11 after killing 6 of his SCVs. But no, he's not going to go for anything crazy like that. He's going to go for that CC. So, very standard of him right now. LUPPA going up to 6 Zerglings. Some Zergs like going a bit lower, 2 or 4, depending on how brave they feel, but 4 is the most standard number. Lets you deal with any sort of Reaper attacks. And this Reaper is just going to pop down here. Could initially pick up a Ling or 2. But no, and oh my god, I just have to tell you guys, the observing, can you see how smooth it is? It's just beautiful. I'm going to continue plugging this guy, because go check him out on Twitter at ZavagSE2. That's, like that. Check that out on Twitter. Give him a follow, because him and we cast shit, and then he's also just very well versed within anything esports. These Lings, by the way, they force a cancel. I can talk about this a little, actually, because when some Terrans, they like getting that second second Reaper, and then you send one over and keep one alone defensively, and this sort of stops anything like we just saw now from happening. But of course, Disco Daddy does go for only the single Reaper, and then this ended up being a fucking annoying little shit thing here from the McDonald's Zerg. So, no happy meal here for Shodan yet. Actually, even losing an SCV, and might lose a Marine in the process, is going to lose another Marine. This is going to be so fucking annoying here for Disco Daddy, because this is just going to slow him down so much, especially that cancel on that CC. It's just really, really bad. So, a bit sloppy there from Disco Daddy, and, hold on. Let's see what the fuck is going on here. Clueless has entered the chat, boys! Get fucking ready! Okay, so let's see. Look at things here. LUPPA has not got for any fast gas. He just now started 2 of his gas, and like Savik pointed out, there has been no gas taken in for LUPPA, so he's playing it very greedy at this point, going up to a total of 5 queens. Is he gonna go up to like 6 queen and then expand into like grab the later third? Because we're at 6 minutes now and no third base yet, so it's a little late. Roach Warren, double evolution chamber. I think what Disco Daddy